Hey Rick, here is your video to show you a little bit about your WordPress website. Right here I am in the dashboard. This is where you will come to make any changes that you want to make for your website. This is sometimes called the back end or the dashboard. Either way, I'll make references to either of those names throughout this video. So up here in the dashboard, there's a down arrow that you can click on most of these things and you can open up to get more functionality. On the dashboard, you can kind of see what all is going on in your site. You don't have a lot going on here with just a simple website, but if you ever want to incorporate a blog or anything along those lines, here you'll see like discussion area for comments from people that will leave. Here you'll see where people will leave comments and how you can improve comments and stuff like that. Over here is right underneath the dashboard is updates, and this is where you'll see different plugins and things that need updated. And right now it's got a big number 2 underneath it. There's also, it shows up down here under plugins as well. So it'll also allow you to upgrade your version of WordPress as well. It's your up to date right now is the most recent one. And what will happen is if you become out of date, it will say right here in this area, you need to install WordPress, the next revision. It'll also have a number up here when you have, some sort of update available. And then you have a couple plugins that are out of date. These are actually things that are helping your site run. So you can just go ahead, select all, and then you can click update plugins. So now all your updates have been completed. So if we go back to the dashboard, you should see that the update little thing went away. Okay, moving on. Here is the post area. This is you'll only use this area here if you actually want to have a blog. Right now it's not in use, so we won't talk about it too much. Some of the other videos probably that I'm going to send you probably talk more in detail about this. Here is the media area, and this is how you add new images to your library. So if we click on library, you will see right now we just have one of your main logos as part of the media library. You could click add new, and then you can choose a file from your hard drive. And I'm just going to pick this one, and you can upload this to your site. You can upload it, and then it's there. If you click the edit button, then it'll give you where the URL is, and that is one way that you can enter it as part of one of your pages. So this is where the media area, that's where you add media. Links, you probably won't use at all. The pages, this is probably the information that's going to be most helpful to you. This is where all your pages come from. This is where you can make changes to anything. So say, let's go to the about page. We'll hit edit. And here is all the information that you've given me that's on your about page. So if you ever have a typo that you want to change, say you wanted to have your whole name capitalized or your first name capitalized, you could just click in here and retype it in Rick, R-I-C-K, capitalized. And then once you make any changes or anything that you want changed or updated, you can go over here and click the update button. You click update, and then that's going to automatically update your site. And since we don't really want that, I'm just going to change that back. Another thing that you can do from here is you can add an image yourself from your page. This one is probably easier than the earlier way that I showed, but if you just click right here, you can click on add an image, and then you can find an image that's in your media library, or you can just upload straight from here. That way is probably the easiest way. We could upload the same images if we wanted to, and then that's going to put it right into the post, right wherever your cursor is. So that's another thing to take into consideration. That's another way that you can insert an image into your website. If you want to change the font size or anything along those lines, you just highlight, you can click on font size here, and then you can make your name bigger or whatever part. You can also change the color of things by highlighting and clicking over here to select your text color, and then you can change your color, or you can even add a background highlight or anything along those lines. There's all kinds of features here. This is pretty much like using Microsoft Word. So that's how this area works. The comments you won't use because you don't have a blog right now. The appearance, that part's not used. Pretty much none of this stuff you'll need to use for the most part. You can click through and see what kind of features and settings and stuff there are, but for the most part, you won't use this at all. The one other piece that you probably will use is the testimonial area. And this is where you can add your new, a new testimonial. So you put the client name in, your company, your website, and then if you want to have a short testimonial or the full text. The full text is what's going to show up on your website. And then all you have to do is click add testimonial, and then that's going to show up on your testimonial page. It's pretty simple to use and to update and to add new ones. So that's really neat. And then under intersect, that's what theme you're using. And then here's where you can change what your website looks like. Here's where you can change what the main page looked like. We earlier had this selected as the photo. The photo was the puzzle, and then that was the one that we changed to the road. So if you ever want to change it, it's as simple as clicking on it and then hitting save. So we could change it to wood if we wanted to, and then scroll to the bottom and then click save. We won't do that since we like the road one. Also, if you want to change what the footer says, you can change this to say whatever you like. And then if you ever wanted to use Google Analytics, you could sign up for Google Analytics at google.com/analytics, and then you could paste the code that Google gives you into this box, and then you can track how many people are coming to your site. So that's kind of neat. That's what you can do there. And I think that's about it. If you have any questions, or you're wondering how to do something, or do something that really wasn't explained here, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to help you out.